Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys some tips and tricks on how to win the getaway game mode almost every single time. So this is really going to help you guys out if you are new to the game mode, and if you don't 100% understand it, these tips and tricks are going to give you guys some chances at getting easy victory royales in this game mode. Now, some things to note in this game mode are basically you get wins on your leaderboard, so on your player card you will get wins, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm really excited for that, and I think a lot of people will take advantage of this. In total, there can be about 5 winners in this game. I believe there's 4 extraction points at the start, and once all 4 have been used, 1 more comes in for the final round, also dropping in several jewels. And basically the objective, if you don't already know, is you have to go and grab jewels which spawn in these kind of like safes. They drop down on a balloon, they drop down, you can grab one, you open them, they take a while to open, and when you open them you do gain access to weapons as well. So if you go straight for a jewel, you will have a good chance. Now there are several strategies that I've used throughout these videos, and you could either guard the vans or go straight to the jewels. Now, guarding the vans gives you the advantage because if someone tries building up, you can shoot them down, rob their jewel, take the jewel, and get an easy victory royale. Now, depending on what style of player you want to be, most people will probably play the aggressive style of going straight for the jewels because that's probably more of the entertaining game. However, defending the vans in a good position, for example, if you're on a tall mountain and you can see about 2 or 3 vans, you can stop people from extracting just by shooting down their structures, and you could get a bunch of kills by doing that and then finish the game when you want to. The game lasts forever until you extract. That means if you kill the last player and there's 2 left on your team, or it's just you left in the game, you can extract the parts whenever you want. You can stay in the game for basically forever, and it never ends until the storm kills you. So the game will never end. The only way of actually getting a win is by extracting one of the jewels. So we'll have to see. It's interesting. I really like it, and I hope that has given you guys an overview on the basic tips and tricks. But in this gameplay, you can see here what we've done if we've decided to land at a zone where the jewel was. So we chose Greasy Grove because that's where the jewel was spawning, and simply what I did is I actually looted up a load of stuff. We're talking in game chat, discussing what to do. Just some fans of mine who actually joined my game. It was absolutely awesome playing with these. If you don't know, guys, I always play with fans. If my game is on join, usually I'll always stay in and play. Obviously, if I've got to go somewhere and got to go out, I'm not going to be sat there like playing if I have to be somewhere else. But if I've got free time and my game is on join, feel free to join it. I'll be sure to play with fans near enough 90% of the time, which is absolutely awesome. I know not many YouTubers do that, and I think it's awesome to play with fans when you can. It's awesome meeting every single one of you online, so hopefully we can keep doing that, and hopefully you guys can get in that way. That's probably the best way. If you haven't added me already, my gamer tag is postboxpatyt and my Epic Games name is postboxpat. I definitely recommend adding it. So simply in this gameplay here, you can just see me like lurking around with my pistol. Some of the new weapons have been changed on their rarities, and in this game mode you can only get rare items and above. Now, some techniques are moving a lot faster using the actual like jewel is because basically the jewel lowers your movement speed by about 10%, meaning anyone could catch you up on foot. However, if you use impulse grenades, jump pads, or grappling hook, you will definitely be able to maneuver around the map a lot faster than other players. The downside to this game mode is I believe there is no transport, there are no gliders. So when I mean by that, I mean like jump pads and stuff like that, and I believe there is no like 80Ks either. So it's a bit weird of a game mode, but it's a cool one and I do enjoy it a lot. So we can keep just like looting up stuff and hopefully be able to travel. I'm pretty sure there's no, what's it called, like the one that go to Rift or whatever it's called, Rift to go, that's the one. Sorry, the wrong way around. But yeah, that isn't in it either, so there's no like instant transport method to get the jewel taken to the location. So you've got to be careful when you have access to the jewel. Now, if you want to track someone down with a jewel, you can't actually see where the jewels are on the map. The only way you can see the jewels on the map is if they haven't been picked up. So basically, if you open the crate and they haven't been picked up straight away, or you kill someone with the jewel, it'll pop up on the map. However, if an enemy picks it up, you only see it on the map for a short period of time, and then suddenly the jewel itself will disappear off the map, and the only way of tracking them is by using your coordinates. That's what I know so far. Obviously, this could change in the future. We don't exactly know how it's 100% going to work, but at this moment in time, that is the main method for that. So it's an interesting concept. You can see up there, I've got a jewel flashing, which must mean the enemy is in engagement, but sometimes the jewel itself just disappears completely off the map. The enemy is moving, there you go, it's gone now off the map. So this always happens, and it can be a pretty weird and pretty strange situation. So I'm not 100% sure how it works. I think technically when you pick up the jewel, it might like flash for a little bit where they're moving to, and then it stops. But an easy way of tracking them down is by using your coordinates. Obviously you have to predict where they are, because if you predict where the nearest one is to you, you'll be able to get to them as soon as possible. So that's a pretty useful tip to track down them duel people. But the cool thing about it is you know where they've got to go with the duel. They're not just going to sit randomly with a duel, but to be fair, people might do that because you get shield and health. It's like having a consistent slurp, doing shield and health when you're holding the duel. So I can see why people may hold it and share it with their teammates to get up to max like health and max shield with your team. But you can actually head towards a van. Now in this situation here, it isn't the best because we actually go here attempting to shoot someone down, and unfortunately I should have really used either my dual pistol or my free burst, but I decided to use my scoped AR and it just didn't work too well. My thermal scoped AR, it didn't manage to shoot them down. So you can see them here heading towards the van, building up. We can see I was thinking, you know, we could shoot this down. It's not too high yet. They're getting a little bit of like kind of people, what they do is they make sure it's like enough like foundations and stuff so it doesn't get shot down. Interesting concept here. You can see me just jumping down, making sure I don't take any fall damage, but we've got the van in a clear position ready to take them down, and you can see that I attempt to shoot it down and it just completely misses and completely fails. So it doesn't work out too well because I messed up, but I've got some other gameplays of that. But it's alright because look now, after the entire game, because the game doesn't end on the last player, you can see there are only 3 people left in the game at this stage. 2 which are on my team and myself, and the other player is at a complete default somewhere on the map. Now it's such a funny gameplay, and the sort of thing, if you get yourself in the right situation and you manage to get a victory royale in this game mode, you definitely can get easy victory royales, because in this situation now it's a 2-on-1 and basically there are 4 crates coming in. So this is the end game, guys, and there is 1 final van. So in total there's usually 4 vans on the map with 4 duels if you can escape with them. Obviously if the duels get lost in the storm, they may despawn. Grappling hook glitches there, and there's the final guy, a bush in front of me. So I don't think he's got a duel. I think you may be thinking, you know, he might be able to get to the van without a duel, so I just thought, you know, we may as well troll this guy. But it really does show the end game style of this game. It's actually a really entertaining game mode, and I hope they bring out a 50v50 version of it, and maybe a duo and a solo version. I feel like solo might not be too good, but definitely duo could be worth trying. 50v50 though would be absolutely awesome on this game mode. For example, each team has to extract, each squad on the team has to extract a duel or something like that, or kind of make it like 1 duel on the entire map, and the entire 50v50 team has to extract it, but the bus doesn't come in for a while. So imagine how cool that would be if there was only 1 duel on the map and each team has to compete for it. Obviously it'd be much better if the duel doesn't spawn in straight away and the duel was to spawn in later on. I think that sort of concept would be a lot more interesting rather than having the duel at the start, because everyone will be searching for the duel. For example, there could be 1 bus but several duels maybe, and each team maybe has to score 4 points. I don't know exactly how it could work 50-50, but that's not the aim of this video. This video is aimed to talk about what's going to be happening and how to win. So in this situation here, we're just having some fun with this default, and I think to myself, you know, this guy will like, you know, go on, run into the traps, boy, run into the traps, and he runs in. I have no idea why he decided to do that, and I don't even know why I'm looting his weapons, because I don't need any more weapons now, because as you can see, there are only 2 of us left in the match, and if you get in a situation like this, you can easily get victory royales. I'm in such a good position now, well, actually quite a tight position, because I'm going to put the gameplay up there top left and show you some new gameplay on screen, but the position that I was in on that game is I had a short amount of time to go and grab the actual duel and deliver it because the storm was closing. But I'll leave that gameplay playing up there on the top left if you want to carry on watching that. But the new gameplay we got on screen is an interesting one as well. This one actually talks about how you can transport faster with the duel, shows some evidence of it using my impulses to get to the actual van a lot quicker. I can see some people building up. I do recommend always shooting down with AR, or if you manage to get yourself a heavy sniper, that'd be an awesome way of shooting people down. And you can see there I got a down on the person trying to deliver the duel. Now his squad and team are still over there, so I've got to somehow work out how I can take them out. Don't know why I started using the P90 there, but it's alright, we're pushing in nicely and we can get the victory royale this way. On the top left up there on the other gameplay, you can see me opening the actual crate there, or the safe, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to ask for light ammo, but this guy doesn't really know what he's doing, so it's alright, we can use our grappling hook. The grappling hook is actually an amazing transport weapon, and again, this does give you 100 shield and 100 health guaranteed holding the duel, because it heals your health and HP, heals your shield and HP by 1 every second, I believe. Here you can see me trying to get some kills with the AR. Unfortunately I didn't get any headshots there, so I didn't manage to get any lucky shots off and get the victory kill there, but I'm in an alright position. I see that guy there on the right, I think he's got a heavy sniper maybe, it made a weird sound that, so I'm kind of thinking that guy's building up again. What are you doing, mate? You're going back down, you're going to get down. He gets down with the duel. I think it might have been the same guy actually, he got rezzed by his team. He's really trying to, he's basically determined determined to deliver that, and just keep shooting him down. If you're going to be building up like that, you either want to use maybe some jump pads, because if you use jump pads, if someone shoots you down, you're not going to take fall damage, or you want to build some more layers so it doesn't get shot down as easily. I think that's a good technique for it. Unfortunately, I take a lot of damage down. I didn't even have a clue where the guy was shooting me from, but luckily I have the jewel on me, and it keeps healing me up every second. It's like a consistent slurp. I see him up there, the guys. I'm thinking we can move in slowly, dodge these grenades using buildings. I see him. He's going to probably peek, and there we are. As he peeps, I take advantage of that and get an easy kill on that guy. So I think we wiped that squad, and now we're in a position where I can easily deliver the jewel. There's only one person again left in the game, which means, you know, this is it the last fan? This, I don't think it is the last fan. Actually, the last fan's coming in over there. So to be honest, I just think I revived this guy just to be friendly. I didn't want to not revive him and go on the bus, so I thought I'll revive him. And I was thinking, I didn't even realize, to be fair, on this game that there was only one person left on the enemy team. What makes it so like endgame so quiet is because everyone runs to the jewels at the start and everyone gets killed. So that's why the endgame is so quiet. But as this like game mode, you can't carry 2 jewels as well. I tested that. As this game mode goes on and on, obviously people are going to be less likely to go straight for the jewels, and they're going to be camping out the vans, so it'll be more interesting. But for now, the standard meta is just everyone rush to the jewels. So if you do camp out the vans, you've got pretty good chance of winning, because you can just rob the jewel off someone like we could have done there. So here you can see me using the jump pad method. I actually went a little bit too high there, but it's an awesome method because no one can really shoot you down, because obviously you're using the jump pad unless you place it flat. So if they do shoot you down, you're not going to take any fall damage. So that could be an awesome method of escaping. But I hope that has given you guys a bunch of tips and tricks for the new getaway mode on the high stakes. Absolutely awesome game mode. Get out there, try it out, go and see how you guys can get them victory royales. Get your victory royales up on squads, and I'll see you guys on the battle royale field in the getaway game mode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to the channel, stick around for daily Fortnite content. I produce a wide range of Fortnite content. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.